Should be back at a new bit rate. Guessing Minneapolis, Minnesota in about 10 days or less, maybe less. It really depends how things go. But yeah, yeah, I'd say that's a pretty decent estimate. Yeah, with hitchhiking it's so random. It's really tough to know what's gonna happen. You know? But yeah, only 13 states remain. We're getting down there. Almost have 40 states down. Once we get to like under 10 remaining, that'll feel like the final stretch. I'm excited. Does anyone ask for money? Not really. It's generally accepted with hitchhiking that it's a free ride. Wake up each morning with no idea where you'll end up that night. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I like that feeling. Here's how I was getting to Alaska and Hawaii. I'm gonna try and hitchhike an airplane there. I've hitchhiked on 5 airplanes. See if we can do some more. Would you ride 200? I like the driver, and the passenger was like crazy and entertaining, but I hate when people are that drunk. They're just obnoxious. So I rank the rides that I rank higher, the really wholesome ones, the really friendly people, and the really like just out there ones, like California Todd, you know, teaching me how to hitchhike on airplanes. Like that's up there. Has anyone ever offered you money? Yeah. I think I've had like 6 or something like that IRL donations on this trip. People just show up and be like, I can't take you anywhere, but here's some money. Would you rate the Rapper Clowns? Oh, they're high up there. Probably in the one of the top 5 rides on the trip. So the $5 you got? Yeah. The last airplane I hitchhiked on, so I hitchhiked on the airplane. They took me from New Orleans to Monroe, Louisiana, and then when I got out, they gave me $100. Not only did I ride on an airplane for free, but I got paid to do it. Anyone ever pick you up with kids in the car? It's happened, but it's rare. Like, it's quite rare. I had one of those a few days ago in Tennessee, I think. It was probably mid to late, maybe later 40 woman with an infant child sleeping in the back seat. No, I didn't look up Hitch, bro. God, the blue names I cannot read on this mobile. Those people didn't even own the plane. They were chartering a plane. They chartered a flight from Monroe to Louisiana, which isn't cheap. Chartering your own private chartered flight, not cheap. How's the camp last night? It was good. The weather was cool, so that feels refreshing. And I found a nice private spot, so it was nice. I slept well. Guy in the train station gave me our donut. Was cool. Yeah, he was a really nice guy. It's not so bad if you do it with a bunch of people and split costs. So that was a 50-minute flight on a King Air 250, which is 6 passenger seats, I believe. And it's probably a couple grand each way. I feel like shortly after that, people were looking up the approximate cost for chartering a flight. It's like a couple grand an hour. It's probably they're paying 4 grand round trip or something like that. So we split that 6 ways. It's not horrible for a 50-minute flight, but it's still pricey. Hey Trevor, what's up now, Will? Did I miss a sub? Or are you just saying your sub happened at some point? Missed a dono yesterday. I do miss things. High-vis vest. I only wear it if I'm walking around at night for visibility, for safety's sake. Slept like 3 days ago, we didn't see it. Oh, sorry. Isaac, thanks for subscribing. And OG Crate, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch Hikers. And thanks for the support. Welcome, welcome. Trevor, can you please try to be more perfect? I will do my best. Use a Bluetooth speaker attached to you to play music when you get a sub. Yeah, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't do the permethrin thing last night or this morning. Heard any animals scream around you while you're camping? Yeah, on occasion for sure. Last night I heard something medium sized. Well, like it wasn't a bear or anything, but it could have been a pig, like a boar. Left me alone. snakes on this trip? I haven't seen any. Wait, no, I saw a dead one. I think it was a dead water moccasin. Where was I? Where was I? I was down south there somewhere. I feel like that was in I think that day I crossed into Virginia, coming from North Carolina. Wait, is that right? North Carolina was the dead snake. Okay, yeah. Let's go as low water moccasins, copperheads too. Yeah, I haven't run into any live ones, which, you know, I'm pretty happy about. Take the ride in 900 rides, about 20 to 30 minutes average. Past few days I've had some slower rides, a couple quick ones, but campers ever pick you up? Like people with campers or people that are going camping? People that are going camping, rarely, but maybe a couple times. I've never had a car towing a camper ever pick me up. If someone's towing a fifth wheel, a trailer, or anything like that, or have a camper on the back of their truck, they do not pick you up. Or, well, not to say that they would never, but in 900 rides it hasn't happened. Is trash behind you? You know what? I'm going to bring the trash with me. I'll just bring this with me and we'll throw it out the next place. It's ugly. And I hate it when people litter anyway. It's a good point. To some people it probably looks like I left it there. Ever see bottles of mysterious yellow liquid on the side of the road? Yes. That's truck drivers not wanting to make a stop. Get in trouble for hitchhiking? It's only illegal in a couple states, so just don't hitchhike in those states. And I can't walk down this highway. It's illegal to be a pedestrian walking down the interstate, so. Police ever try to mess with you? Police will check you out. I wouldn't say they try to mess with you. Just stand in the middle of the road and they'll stop for you. I get you, you're joking, but it is an interesting point to make. There is a federal law that says you cannot solicit a ride from the roadway. Now that makes it sound like hitchhiking is illegal, but the roadway is defined as the lane of traffic, not inclusive of the shoulder or a sidewalk or anything like that. It's just the lane of traffic. So if I was on the other side of that white line, that would be illegal. On this side, it's fine. What do you think you'll finish this trip? Maybe like 140-ish? Write a book. I'm a bad writer. I struggle to put my thoughts into written words. And yeah, truck drivers, or if they're a company driver, most trucking companies have banned their drivers from picking up hitchhikers. And that's not just hitchhikers, that's just anyone in general. Because the truck driver's insured, the truck is insured, but anyone extra than that is not insured, and they're opening themselves up to some amount of liability should an accident happen. Do you wash your clothes from time to time? I don't believe in laundry. I've hitchhiked in the UK, yeah, I've hitchhiked through Wales, England, Scotland, and Orkney Island, Shetland Islands. Yeah, I'm still near Cincinnati, not in Cincinnati, but just outside. What's the dress, black and blue or white and gold? I think I saw black and blue, but I don't remember exactly. I don't remember, it could have been white and gold. What was the one you guys made us do the other day with the audio thing, and it was like either this name or that name? Seems like a great adventure. Thank you, JR. Wolfgang Blitz, thanks for the 501 bits. Hitchhiker's Guide to All 50 States. There you go. That's what the book could be called. Thank you for the 500 bits. 501 bits. Do appreciate that. Laurel or Yanny? Yeah. Now I even forget what I heard there. I think I heard Laurel. How do you clothes not smell? The clothes that are next to my skin are made of merino wool, which is naturally antimicrobial. What that means is, well, what makes you smell is bacteria that grows in the hot spots of your body. So I might smell like there's bacteria growing in my armpits and stuff like that, but the shirt itself can be worn for many days and not hold an odor. So if I, bathe myself off, even if I don't get to do laundry, the shirt smells okay. Country's nicest people? That's really tough. It really depends what type of area you're in. Like you'll generally meet friendlier people in more rural areas. That's a generalization. It's not everywhere, but people seem a little bit more opening or welcoming, maybe. And quickest rides. Again, you'll get quicker rides out in more rural kind of areas. But there's no country that stood out as like, wow, that's the fastest. Wants to get to Indiana today? Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. It's not too far. You see my name on stuff? Lone Wolf Racing. Hi. I'm more curious than anything. I usually don't do stuff trying to solicit subs or donations because it's not really what I got into this for. But I'm more curious when people are like, If you do this, what's up? Will they actually do it? Who knows? They might get a small bottle of rubbing out for a quick wipe down when, yeah, you can do that. That'll kill everything, which is great. You can also just use wet wipes as well. Kindest thing someone's done for you? Like, that'd be tough. Several people have done extremely kind things for me. It would be tough to narrow it down to just one. It would really be tough. Like Pete and Amy out in Massachusetts saved me from that state trooper, brought me to Boston, even though they weren't going there. They just were out for a Sunday drive, took me to Boston, took me out for dinner, took me out for dessert, took me to New Hampshire, and then bought me a hotel. And then I came back to the Boston area and they gave me a place to stay for a few nights. Me and Emily a place to stay for a few nights. But also Cal and Kim, Kansas, picked me up, asked if I wanted to come home to their place for a bite to eat and a wash up and everything like that. And then like Cal like oiled my boots for me, took my boots and oiled them. And they cooked me like a home cooked meal and stuff like that. California Todd picked me up, drove me around, showed me the boats, took me to his place the next day, took me on a ride on their airplane, then hooked me up with a ride on their friend's airplane to LA and taught me how to hitchhike on airplanes. Lone Wolf Racing, thanks for subscribing. Man of his word, man or woman of his or her word. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch Hackers. Thanks for the support. That's an old cop car. No longer a cop car. Weeks, months of prep do you put into this trip? Like a month of between being like, I'm gonna try and do this, between deciding that and actually doing it. And Narcotian, thank you for resubscribing for your second month. Welcome back for your second month being a Twitch Hacker. I'm way behind on chat. Okay, I just gotta skip some. Oh yes, and the Vietnamese family too. Montana's great for getting a lift, not just because it's you live here. To be honest, live in several states. Everything's Rancho Roll is a big deal. Yeah, states that are really spread out like that. Like Montana shares a border with central Canada, like the prairies of Canada, and I find the same thing in that part of Canada. Things are spread out, so people are going somewhere, and you'll get rides fairly quickly. But when you do get rides, they're a long way. You're more likely to pick up an individual or a couple of people hitchhiking. I get around 20-30 minutes average wait time. I've tried with a guy, like hitchhiking with a friend before, and it's very, very slow. People are scared of picking up two guys. One guy, one girl's a good combo. I've hitchhiked 18 rides with Emily, my friend from Canada, and our average wait time together is like 10 minutes, so. Starting hitchhiking, start small. Don't just pack a backpack and be like, I'm gonna hitchhike around the world. Start small. Just like go 40-50 miles to a friend's house or something like that for a weekend and then back. Then I have rules. I don't hitchhike at night, and also I will turn down rides if I get a bad vibe, so I'll talk to my drivers before I get in. I'm near Cincinnati, Ohio. Sleep outside? Yeah, I did last night. Got a one-man tent in here, sleeping bag, sleeping pad. I was just over there somewhere. Favorite memory hitchhiking? I couldn't pick just one. I'm very bad at picking favorites. Picked up in a sports car, nothing too crazy, just Audis, BMWs. On this trip I got picked up in like a 1970 Opel GT, which is a European sports car, I guess. Do you remember me, Smith TV? Should I? I'm bad with names. Start streaming hitchhiking on Twitch. This is Hitchhiking America Day 99, so day 1 was the first time I ever did that. Day 1 of Hitchhiking America was the first time I ever live streamed anything. It's the first time with me standing in front of a camera for really anything. Kind of dove in head first, just decided to see if I could do it and see if I like it. Yeah, there's been a lot of clippable moments on this trip that are pretty fun. How many viewers do you have on day 1? Like 5. I think I maxed out around 10 on day 1 for a little bit, and I lost connection. Did you ever hitchhike before you started live streaming? Yes, I did. I've done 4 years of hitchhiking in 25 countries. Prior to this trip, I'd been picked up about 700 times. Now I've been picked up about 900 times in my life. Hitchhiked through Canada 4 times, Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Russia, Japan, Australia, United States of America. Is it America as big as I thought it'd be? Well, I'm from Canada, and I've hitchhiked across Canada several times, so I had a frame of reference. Like, Canada's the second largest country. With that said, a lot of it's unoccupied land. Like, it's just empty Arctic tundra. But I knew what I was getting into. Do you have a girlfriend? No. Have you been to Norway before? Yeah, I hitchhiked in Norway. Say it 3 times fast. Let's see if I can do it. I've hitchhiked through Canada, Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Latvia, Russia, Japan, Australia, United States of America, Canada, Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Latvia, Russia, Japan, Australia, United States of America, Canada, Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Latvia, Russia, Japan, Australia, United States of America. All right. Hitchhiking by everybody was pretty awesome. Can't believe we got a ride on that. Yeah. I'm so happy that I learned how to hitchhike on airplanes on this trip. It's something I've always wanted to do the past 4 years of hitchhiking. And I'm really happy that I had California Todd show me how to do it. Which European country do you have the hardest time hitching a ride? Honestly, nowhere was that difficult. I avoided really large cities for the most part, because cities are just more difficult to get out of than towns. Like, I went to France, but I didn't go to Paris. Sometimes you can't avoid cities entirely, but yeah, nowhere was noteworthily difficult. Doxy Kong, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch Hackers. Thanks for the support. We headed to right now direction Indianapolis, Indiana, and then north to Michigan. Hey, tips on picking a good spot to hitchhike. Yeah, as a generalization, I look for 3 things when I'm looking for a specific hitchhiking spot. As far as ease of convenience for someone to pull over. Kind of we're adding a 4th thing, but we'll talk about the 3 things. I look for a long line of sight, so they have a decent amount of time before seeing you, before they have to make that decision to pull over or not, so they have time to think about it. So you want a long line of sight. You want a wide shoulder where they can safely pull over, so they can pull out of the lane of traffic, so they can safely pull over. And you ideally want slow traffic. It's a lot easier to pull over going 20 miles an hour than it is 70. There's kind of one other one. It would be ease of pulling over. So one lane is so much easier to pull over than if there's 2 or 3 lanes of traffic with people occupying each lane. If someone's in the furthest away from you lane, so in this case in North America, the left lane, they have to cross a lane or 2 to get to where they can pull over. And if there's traffic around them, they just might not be safe for them to pull over. That's kind of what I look for. Now there's a difference between hitchhiking around a city with on-ramps and just hitchhiking from town to town. If I'm hitchhiking from town to town, I'll go to the edge of that town, kind of where the town ends, but it's still town speed limit, so it hasn't gone up to highway speed yet. You get to the edge of that town, you find a place where there's a nice shoulder and a decent line of sight, and you wait there. I don't really subscribe to the just walking down the road and hitchhike thing. Once you leave that town, you're gonna lose your slow traffic for sure. But depending on where you are, maybe in the Midwest it stays straight, so it's not that bad. But quite often the shoulder will get narrow then wide, then narrow then wide. If you find a good spot, you're guaranteed to have your good shoulder. But also a lot of the time once you leave the town, the road will wind and stuff like that, and you'll lose your line of sight as well. Quite often when you leave the town, you lose all the things you look for in a hitchhiking spot. And what do you get out of it? Walking 5 miles an hour tops, 4 miles an hour. And you make up that distance so quickly in a car that you might as well just wait for the ride. Do you stick to highway on-ramps? On this trip I've done a lot of on-ramp stuff. It's a lot easier to run a live stream off of the interstate network than it is to run it off the state highway network. Verizon and all network companies have invested a lot more in developing it around the interstates than the state highways. So. Yeah, when I go back home to Canada, I get a new job, I get a new place to stay, and I pay rent. I try to avoid long leases because I'm always just floating around. Save up money, and then there'll be some kind of trip inspiration, and I'll just leave, quit my job and leave. You get tired of being on feet. Your body gets used to what you put it through, so I'm used to standing up all day. Out of all the countries I've hitchhiked in, what was the sketchiest? Most people would probably say Russia. I've hitchhiked across Russia from the Latvian-Russian border to Vladivostok. To me, it was only the sketchiest because I couldn't communicate effectively with the local population. I got a mobile SIM card, so I could Google Voice Translate, but still, it wasn't very, clean, and you couldn't connect very well with them. But hitchhiking in Russia is easy. It's in, their culture, I guess, to pick people up hitchhiking. You get around quick. And the people were very friendly, even though we couldn't communicate that effectively. State traffic. Wow. You're chronic illness and you chronic illness and you can't hitchhike, but I still like to travel when I can. Yeah, I love traveling. I'll always travel. I won't always hitchhike though. Do I know any other languages? Not enough to say I know that language, just enough to be polite. Yeah, many people have warned me about Chicago, so we'll see. I might end up hitchhiking to the outskirts and just taking like the commuter trains, like between the suburbs and stuff like that into Chicago, check it out, then leave it the same way. Get yourself up to a suburb that's decent, and then hitchhike from there. How to get from Ohio to Kentucky yesterday? Or get to Ohio from Kentucky. I hitchhiked 4 rides yesterday. Trucks used to be great for getting rides. Now it's independent truckers. Most carriers the drivers can't against company rules. Yeah, that's very correct, Montana. I've only had 4 rides with truckers on this trip of 204 rides so far. I think that says something. People assume that, or a lot of people be like, yeah, so are most of your rides with truckers? Nope. 2% of my rides are with truckers. Em, you just smashed your vape? Why would you do that? Guess we gotta get you another one. Glad you didn't die from the spider? Yeah, it's healing pretty well. Got a lot of viewers right now? What, someone said 700 plus? Yeah, the channel's growing. On Sunday, that was a big day. It took me 6.5 hours to get a ride, but there was like 1,300, at one point 1,400 people watching me without any major hosts. Just me not getting a ride for 6.5 hours. Worst injury you've ever had? I haven't really had that many injuries. I fractured my arm and broke a finger. That's it. I know it wasn't on purpose, Emily. I was just giving you a hard time. Spelunk and Tal made the wait well worth it. It was an interesting ride. Definitely interesting. The most successful with a sign saying a specific destination? I have a feeling, like, it's really tough for me to give exact stats on that. I don't calculate everything. I have a feeling that if there's a very clear next logical destination that's like an hour away, it would probably help to have that place written down rather than a direction. But it's just convenient to use directional signs because you don't have to, or you can reuse the signs. With a location sign, once you get to that location, it's kind of, you burn that sign. You can't really use it anymore. Should I leave in Ohio, please? No, I'm going to Indiana now. I'm heading west. Hat or sunscreen better? You should probably wear both. I don't wear a hat because, well, it's the same reason I don't wear sunglasses. I want people to be able to see me. So a hat casts a shadow over your face, as it's supposed to. That's its purpose. Covers your head and shadows your face. But I want people to see my face, just like sunglasses conceal your eyes, and I want people to be able to see my eyes. Ever been to Oregon? Yeah, I started this trip in Washington, then Oregon, then California. So yes, I have. Had a good time. It was raining for the most part until I hit like right by the Oregon-California border. But that's the Pacific Northwest in spring. It's to be expected. You wear sunscreen? Yes, I do, every day. Every morning we put on the war paint before we head out onto the road. Where do you go in Missouri? I just got a ride from Des Moines to Kansas City. You know what you guys hit in the other car? I'm not sure exactly what it was. It was some kind of metal parts. They must have bounced out of some, like the bed of a truck or something like that. Metal debris on the road. It wasn't an animal, it wasn't roadkill. It was some kind of debris. Yeah, I didn't go to St. Louis. No Snickers in the bag? No, I don't really carry them around with me because they melt. They're still chocolate. So I just pick them up as I feel like it. I'll buy one and immediately eat it. But no Snickers yet today. Why did you miss Northern Ohio and just hit Cincinnati? Because I've got 50 states in total to hit, and I can't go everywhere. picked up a subscriber follower. I've had I think 11 or 12 viewer rides in 204 rides. I don't really do it anymore. I try to only do it within a city to get to the outskirts of the city or to check out the city itself. I think that's it. This is Hitchhiking America, and I don't consider Twitch hiking, which is what we call when viewers give me a ride, hitchhiking. So. Scariest story ever happened on the road? I got shot at in Arkansas while I was setting up my tent. To be fair, it wasn't really at you. I was right behind the sign you're shooting at, so I was right down his line of fire. He was a shitty shot though. He only hit the sign like twice in like 3 or 4 magazines or clips or whatever you want to call them. So if I stayed where I was at and he emptied his magazine, I would say there's a very good chance that he would have hit me, based off of where I was and where he was standing and what he was shooting at. I wouldn't bring a dog on a trip like this. No. Yeah, he didn't intend to shoot at me, but he was shooting at me. Staying on the side of the road loud. Have you gotten scared by a car horn or truck horn? I spend a lot of time on the side of the road, so I'm used to road noise, and there'll be horns and there'll be loud trucks and stuff. I don't know, it doesn't really affect me. I don't think I can even get a concealed carry license. Also, that's going to change state by state whether you can do that or not. So, no. No, thunder makes him jump? Yeah. That one was like right on top of me. Get discouraged by passing cars? Yeah, it's something we kind of talked about. Like every car that passes you is pretty much telling you no, no, no. It's like dealing with very minor rejection all day, every day. And I think it does develop a little bit of a thick skin as far as dealing with rejection goes, because you deal with a minor version of it all day, every day. It does not faze me having people drive past. Like this place is still kind of in the greater Cincinnati area, so quite a bit of this traffic is still going to be local and stuff like that, so it makes sense that a lot of people wouldn't be picking someone up, they're just going down to the next exit or something like that. But sometimes you're in a very clear spot where it's like, there's me, there's the highway, there's nothing between here and there for like 50 to 100 miles, so we know we're going in the right direction. So I know by driving past, you're specifically saying no to me. It's not like you can't help me, because there's nowhere else to go. You got 100 miles between you and the next location, so you could help me, but you don't want to, and I'm okay with that. I do not have any qualms about anyone who doesn't want to pick up a hitchhiker. It doesn't faze me one bit. But I think there's a slight different mentality when it's somewhere like this where you're still kind of in the city limits, and it can be a lot of local traffic, compared to when you're somewhere where it's clearly you're both going in the right direction, but they're not going to pull over for you. Any lightning clips? I'm not sure if anyone clipped it. I'm guessing someone must have clipped it. Oh, good times. Hello, Cthulhu Leviathan. Gotta learn to roll with it and not hold a grudge. I'm not one to hold grudges. I really am not. Grip that in the one where lightning came out of Trevor's nose. Is that Monroe? Love the stream. Trevor's a smart guy, but I think hitchhiking is dangerous 99% of the time. Where's that stat coming from? Where's the dangerous 99% of the time thing coming from? I'm trying to get to Yellowstone. I don't have a plan at all, really. I don't even have a plan for today or tomorrow. I kind of have a general direction, but not like I'm going to go through here and here and here. It's more like I'm going to kind of go that way. Or try to approach people at red light? No, because they think you're panhandling, you're begging for change. So yeah, we're good. Yeah, I've talked to lots of people who have hitchhiked plenty, and I've yet to talk to someone who's had a very serious problem. I've had people who have had weird people. There are people that have withdrawn themselves from cars before, whether that's alcohol, drugs, or they're just not comfortable with the person. But it just isn't what people think it is. And the simple fact is, you can't know what it's like unless you do it yourself. Now, I'm not saying they're anything related, but I don't think you can at all know what it's like to be a soldier and be sent off to war until you actually get sent off to war. I'm not saying that they're in any way related, but it's an example of something that you would not know what it's like until you actually do it. You ever see a girl hitchhiking? I've hitchhiked with a girl, and I've talked to girls who have hitchhiked solo, and they get around just fine. Where do you sleep? Last night I slept in my tent in the woods. It's kind of like sex. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, you don't know what it's like until you actually do it. If you wore veteran clothes people pick up, I'd be deceiving people to try and get a ride, and I never want to do that. How long did you sleep in your tent? I set it up at like 9 p.m. and I took it down at 9 a.m. I didn't sleep that whole time, but that's how long my tent was set up. Anyone disturb you in your tent? No. I've only had someone stumble into my tent like maybe twice in all the tenting I've done, hundreds and hundreds of nights in my tent. And all they did was turn around and walk the other way, because you're walking through the woods and you see someone in a tent. Long story short, they're more scared of you than you should be of them. Got bug problems like fleas or something? I'll get bites, but not fleas. Would you accept a camping related sponsor? Like a gear company? Like for example, my tent is Marmot. If Marmot's like, hey, we'd like to sponsor you. Here's a tent, try it out, let us know how it is, let your community know what it's like. Yeah, I'd accept it as long as I believe in the brand and I think what they make is a quality product. Has anyone ever camped with you in the woods? Yep. Your tent's gonna make it the whole way, or is it gonna croak? I'd have to redo it at some point. It could really use a retreatment. I'd have to like completely retreat the floor and the fly. It's no longer very weather resistant. It still keeps the bugs out, and a little bit of rain it shrugs off. If we have a storm roll through, it's not nice. Any girls that camped in the wood with you? Yep. Ever give up and switch on-ramps? The thing is, usually there's one on-ramp. You can't just be like, oh, I'll just go to the other one right next door. Actually, right here there technically is one, but it's a different one. It's like they'd be going this way and then they do a little circle and then come out that way. It looks like a worse on-ramp. You've been to Australia, right? Did you try Tim Tams when you were there? I believe I did. I don't think they were anything too yes, I did try them. They were okay. As far as beside a ride, what do you need that you wish you had? There's nothing I really need. Like, it'd be nice to have a better network solution, like a live view type thing where I can tie multiple connections together, so we can do things in super HD all the time. Not all the time. If you're in a place with no connection, just because you have 6 connections bonded together doesn't mean you're gonna have a nice connection. So 6 times 0 is still 0. That would have a lot more weight? Yeah, the live unit's probably like 2 pounds, and then you need a lot of batteries. Like, I read the Gunrun backpack, like he has a web page on it, and he's got a 50,000 milliamp hour battery that he says runs the unit for about 8 hours. Now I believe I have in total about 68,000 milliamp hours of battery, and that runs me for 3 days. So, yeah, you need a lot of batteries. Yeah, parts of Canada will have very humid summers. Out west, it's not too humid. Out east, like Ontario, Quebec, and stuff like that, it's very humid. I don't carry a firearm, I'm from Canada. Hitchhike across Antarctica? Now that would be interesting. How, when, what do you eat? How do you eat? With my mouth. When I feel like it, wherever I find a spot where I want to eat at. Hitchhiking, you're near civilization. You get picked up from one town and taken to the next. You don't really get dropped off in the middle of nowhere very often, so you're not like really strapped for food options. Now there's food choices, and that would be based upon your budget. The cheapest would be to dumpster dive. The next expensive would be to eat out of grocery stores, eating bread and cheap things like that. The next option would be fast food, and the most expensive option would be restaurants. It really depends what you want to eat. You have all options open to you as a hitchhiker. Will you come pick me up? I don't accept viewer rides. That's not hitchhiking. What kind of food have you eaten while dumpster driving? Mostly just bread and pastries, baked goods that have just expired that day or hit their best before date, which is really you can't sell this past this date, but still it's just fine food. Where you earn money at a job in Canada, like most people. So most people earn money, correct? They get a job. What province am I in? I mean, it's called Hitchhiking America. Well, I guess you know, Canada's in North America. I'm in the state of Ohio. United States of America. Why don't I hitchhike Canada? Because I already have 4 times from coast to coast. Why not stream hitchhiking in Canada? Because data is really expensive and you can't really find unlimited options. And even if you did find one, the network isn't as good as it is here. Send the link in your Discord chat. Okay, I'll check it out. Past 5 days I've been prepared to get ready. Well, yesterday wasn't too bad. We got 4 rides. The first one took like an hour 45, so that was long, but then the next one was more like 30 minutes or something like that. Then the next one was pretty quick. That one was more like, if I recall correctly, more like 10 minutes. And then the last one took, again, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. So yesterday wasn't too bad. It was just the first one that was long. To be honest, that's not really surprising. Like, this is also like yesterday's. The first ride is the most difficult. When you're getting out of a city, getting that ride out of the city limits is the most difficult part. Once you get out of the city, you're on an on-ramp and you're kind of like, they're going somewhere. There's nothing really between where you are and the next city. And the traffic just feels better for that. Where a lot of this traffic could be very local. Where are you going? Started in Port Angeles, Washington State, going to all 50 states. Been to 37 so far, got 13 more to go. That day where you stuck, didn't get a ride at all, even though you're tired. Longest wait time was 8.5 hours. That was the better part of the day where I was, and then I got a ride in the evening. Long shorts, isn't it hot there? I believe those are called pants. And yeah, it covers my legs, and I tuck my pants into my socks in the evening so bugs don't crawl up my leg and bite me. Like full-blown sun weather, overcast. I like overcast. So the sun can feel nice, or it can be overheating. But if it's overcast, no matter what time of the day it is, the visibility is good. So like at the end of the day when the sun's setting, like say if the sun's behind me, like way on the horizon right there, then like the sun's back there, it's shining in their eyes, it turns me in pretty much to a silhouette. They can't really see me, and it becomes difficult. And vice versa. If the sun's way back there, low on the horizon, I'm pretty much blinded and I can't see. If it's overcast, doesn't matter what time of the day it is, as long as the sun is up, it lights up the whole sky, and everyone can see everyone. Not sure what my plan is for Michigan, but I won't be going very far north into it. This next episode of Hitchhiking America, I would like to take you guys to Europe, but I'll stop home in Canada for a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of streaming there. Streaming in Canada can be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. Wonder if some of those people think he's flipping them off? No, it's 2 fingers. Sunscreen? Every day. Hey, NW Boots. Thanks for the kind words, ZenY. With a phone, a OnePlus 6, a wide-angle lens, a directional microphone, a Rode VideoMic Me, on a selfie stick attached to a bendable tripod with a big-ass battery strapped to that tripod, and unlimited Verizon data. Maybe decide to go live doing this. I've hitchhiked for 4 years in 25 countries, had a good time doing it, and I want to show people what hitchhiking's like, because no one hitchhikes. Well, not no one, but almost no one hitchhikes, and it has a bad reputation. I want to show people what it's actually like. Think you're my favorite hitchhike streamer? Woo! I'm number one of one. Almost get tired holding a selfie stick? I'm not holding a selfie stick right now. But no, not really. It's balanced well with the tripod and the battery kind of are on the bottom part, and then the phone and stuff's up there, so it doesn't really torque your arm in any way. It's just kind of, you support the whole weight. Quite the line of cars. Think it's a chance to ride when people see you talking to yourself? Maybe, but that's okay. I run a stream. I'm going to interact with my chat regardless. Missed it last night. We were at Trip Stay. I slept in my tent. How long you should have to wait to get out of a city? Cities are, in my opinion, the most difficult part of hitchhiking. It's hard to get to the edge of a city, so you hitchhike on an on-ramp just somewhere in the direction-ish of where you want to go. Like, I want to go west, so you get to the western edge of the city. But still, it's a lot of local traffic. And it seems like the mentality in the city is a bit more closed off. That's a generalization, but that's just my observation from hitchhiking a decent chunk. People that spend a lot of time in the cities, you get used to not really acknowledging anyone that's asking for anything. In my case, I'm asking for a ride, but like if they live in downtown, they'll have people begging for change and stuff every single day. And I've lived in the city too. I've done this too. You kind of learn to just not acknowledge that. If you make eye contact, they latch onto that, and they'll come after, well, not come after you, but they'll work you harder for money or whatever they want. It's easiest to just look ahead and not acknowledge that, and you get a lot more people like that driving past in the city. Where in smaller towns, people are more curious. At least from my experience, they seem more curious, seeing me with my big backpack, cardboard, and the stream setup and stuff. So, cities are difficult. It works, it just takes time. You're not allowed to walk onto Interstate Road. Yeah, that's why I'm not on the interstate, I'm on the on-ramp. Jasper Willow, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch Huggers, thanks for the support. So you want to see my tripod setup? I showed people when I was in the restaurant. I'm hitchhiking right now. I'm not going to show my stream setup right now. I can probably show it to you later in the day, but while I'm hitchhiking, I'm not going to be showing the stream setup and everything like that. We just stream the hitchhiking part when we're hitchhiking. Yeah, this is the last piece of cardboard I had, and I didn't have a west sign, so. Oh, I totally got it right. This is why you gotta look behind you sometimes. They're reversing back for me. Alright, bring the garbage with me. Hey, how's it going? Well, into Indiana, to Indianapolis. Going to Indianapolis.
Okay,
Where are you guys headed to?
we're heading out to Harrison, which is the last exit in Ohio.
Last exit in Ohio? That helps me out. Anywhere that direction would help me.
Yeah, it's about 13 miles.
Cool.
So,
all right, now I'm documenting the process of hitchhiking, so I got the camera. Are you comfortable
Okay.
having the camera in there? It doesn't have to be on you.
You're totally fine.
Cool.
You're
All
totally
right.
good.
Cool. Bag and me in the back seat?
I was gonna sit in the back.
Yours?
You wanna sit in the front?
You okay?
Yeah, we got room in the trunk if you want to put like your backpack or anything.
Oh, okay. Cool, thank you. You can sit in the front. I'm a skinny guy. I can fit into a. All right. Just gonna grab something off my bag. Hey, thank you for grabbing me.
You sure? I'm Paul.
Paul, Trevor.
Trevor, nice to meet you, sir.
Desiree.
Desiree, nice to meet you.
Nice
Where
to
do you
meet
start from?
I'm from Canada,
Oh, okay.
and then I've been spent the last 99 days hitchhiking through 37 states now,
Cool. Good deal. So, what part of Canada are you from?
near Vancouver.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Have you been to Canada before?
Yeah, a couple times, but it's been a while.
Oh, okay.
I've been to Windsor briefly. I've been to Niagara Falls when I was real little. I was actually in Vancouver, but I was probably like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Oh. So are you guys heading home right now, or what you up to? Right
we are headed out to visit my parents.
now? To visit your parents. Very nice. And you live in the city?
Yeah, we live. LaSalle High School is right up that way. So
Yeah.
we live another mile past that.
Oh, okay.
And my parents live out in Harrison, so we're just stopping by to hang out with them. And
Cool.
this week is something called Cincinnati Burger Week. So
Oh, okay.
There are $5 burgers at a whole, like maybe 60 or 70 different restaurants.
Yeah. I was just in Lexington, Kentucky, and they were having a burger week right now too.
Oh,
$5
cool.
burgers. Apparently, it is the week for burgers in many places. But yeah, we went to one place and had for $5.
Yeah.
They're nice burgers, like from a proper restaurant. Yeah. Well, so yeah, what I do now, I've hitchhiked for the past 4 years in 25 countries,
Oh, cool.
and I wanted to show people what hitchhiking is like. So for this trip, I decided to document the process, and I run a live stream out of it, where people can watch and interact and see what hitchhiking is like live as it happens. So that's what I've been doing for the past 99 days. This is ride 205 on the trip.
Good deal.
Yeah. I'll show you guys the front view. So do you usually pick up hitchhikers when you see them?
No.
I've only done it maybe 3 or 4 times.
Okay. So what made you decide to pick me up this time?
We weren't in a hurry.
Yeah.
Your sign was clear and simple. West. We were heading west. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're not in a big hurry. May as well. So,
Cool. Well, I do really appreciate that. It's very generous of you to help out a complete stranger, and like expecting nothing in return. It's even though I've hitchhiked a lot in my life, it still does amaze me that so many people will stop and help out a complete stranger. Yeah.
well, I think a lot of people realize that their life isn't good just because of stuff they've done. Now, they're a large part of it, but so it doesn't hurt to. It's not like we're going out of our way.
Yeah.
So
And that's hitchhiking. You just connect from ride to ride. People going where they're going. Yesterday was 4 rides to get me from Lexington to Cincinnati.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And then today, who knows? But I like that factor, where you don't know how the day's gonna go and you don't know where you'll end up that day.
enough.
Especially on a long distance trip. If I was just going down the road, I'd be like, yeah, for sure, I'm gonna make it 100 miles down the road in a day. But on a 50-state trip, who knows where you're gonna be?
Okay, so you said you've been to 37 states.
Yeah.
So the shorter question is, which states have you not been to?
Yeah.
The ones you've been to is going to be too long of a list.
Yeah, it is a pretty long list. So I have not been to...
Probably Alaska and Hawaii.
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so that's down to 11.
Yeah. Then we've got Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Nevada, Utah. Am I missing any? I don't know what that counted up to.
I didn't count.
Okay. But I feel like that's it. I think that's
at least close.
Yeah.
So. Cool.
Which
and it sounds like it's well planned because that's primarily, I'm guessing, your route back home.
kind of, yeah. Like I missed Nevada, Utah, Idaho. Well, Nevada and Utah on the first part of the trip because it's illegal to hitchhike in them.
Okay.
So I avoided hitchhiking in them, but on
Nevada, Utah, and which one?
Idaho. And also Delaware, New Jersey, but I ended up getting one ride through Delaware, New Jersey to New York.
Exactly.
So
you
that
start out
worked out.
before you get there, then you're no longer hitchhiking. You're
Once you're a passenger, you're no longer hitchhiking, so you're in the clear. But now with the channel I run, there's enough people watching that potentially I can get fewer rides.
Yeah.
Potentially, like it's not hitchhiking, but it'll still get me through it, and I'll still have gone through all 50 states. I just won't have hitchhiked in all 50 states because, well, I can't live stream myself doing something illegal.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just not the best idea.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, out of curiosity, roughly,
sure.
like, what percentage of rides did you get from like semis or like the big trucks?
About 2% on this trip. I've got 4 rides and 200
Really?
in semi trucks. Most trucking companies have banned their drivers from picking up passengers. It's an insurance liability reason they cite. Essentially,
so independent truckers can give you a ride.
Yeah, if they're an owner operator, then it's their call. In theory, I guess they'd be exposing themselves to some amount of liability. That's why the companies don't do it, because if the truck crashes, the driver's insured, the truck's insured, it's commercial insurance, but anyone else is not. So you're exposing yourself to some amount of risk. But it's their call at that point.
Right.
So what's been your favorite part so far?
It'd be tough to pick a favorite place. I really liked the whole Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, Northern California. And then also the other north coast, the northeast, like Vermont, New Hampshire, some of Maine, stuff like that. I thought the landscapes there were beautiful. It was beautiful country over there. Also, Colorado was crazy.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were on vacation there.
Yeah. Those would be the highlights, like kind of scenery-wise and kind of just vibe-wise. But like I've met some just crazy generous people along the way, which kind of are the highlights for me, is the people I meet along the way. The experiences I had one guy in California who picked me up and he taught me how to hitchhike on airplanes because he's a pilot, well, a private pilot, he owns his own airplanes.
Nice.
But he taught me how he'd do it if he wanted to hitchhike on an airplane, and now I've hitchhiked on 5 airplanes.
Nice.
So stuff like that kind of sticks out in my mind, just really generous people that really help you out or teach you something or something like that.
So you said your destination today is Indianapolis. Any particular reason for choosing Indy? Or?
Some people say it's nice, but if I get there really early, I might just go through and check it out quickly.
Okay.
Head north of Michigan.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't really make too much for plans. I do have a viewer.
Fair enough.
I do have a viewer in Indianapolis, and he said he'd show me around or something like that. But I just never make plans, really. I just kind of show up somewhere and make something out of it. Which is how I like to do it. If you really make plans, things go wrong, and then you get stressed about how things are going.
Makes sense.
I prefer to just wing it and roll with the punches.
There you go. Do you ever see the TV show called The Flash?
I have not, no.
Okay, I think it's the last episode of season 2, but it might be season 1. One of the villains joins the good guys for an episode.
Yep.
And so he's giving the 4 rules of planning, which is make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. So I just don't go with the plan. Like I have to have a little bit of planning because I want to go to all 50 states. That's my goal.
Right.
And if you just go all over the place. You're gonna leave some glaring holes where you have to backtrack really far just to hit that one state. So I try to do it in a semi-logical route, but you know.
I can't remember, somewhere recently I heard, have a goal, but don't worry about the execution.
Alright.
So, which is what you're doing. You have a purpose,
Yeah.
but not a plan. And that's probably good.
Yeah.
So, sweetie, I know we plan on doing the burglary thing this evening with the folks. If we drop them off like by the highway, mind if I call Autumn and Eric? And if they're not busy, then I could actually drive them up to Indy, drop him off wherever he wants to be in Indy, and then I have a chance to hang out with them for a little bit.
Sure.
Okay.
How far is Indianapolis?
About 2 hours.
No, it's not. About from where we're going to be, it's about 90 minutes. But I've got cousins there that I don't get to see as often as I would like. So this gives me a good excuse to be like, hey, what's up?
Oh, okay. But is it your parents, or like you're not going to get to see your parents?
Oh, he'll get to see him.
I'll get to my parents.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he'll be back for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go visit my cousins.
He'll go out and have lunch with them or whatever, and then come back and
Yeah.
have dinner over here.
Unless you don't want it. If you don't want it, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds good to me. You can't turn that down.
It'll simplify your trip.
Yeah. So.
Well, go ahead and call them,
Okay.
because they may not be available.
Yeah,
We've only
that's
got about
very
a
true.
mile to Harrison. Where it's at.
Right. I will text her. She is probably at work.
Well, if he doesn't take you to Indy, Indy's basically pretty much down 74.
Yeah. And yeah, like that's a long way to go out of your way. I don't think it'll be a problem hitchhiking there. Like once we're on the
Oh, it should be
74.
good.
Yeah.
Well, we're on 74 now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a straight shot. So Indy is going to be, when you first get into Indiana, the first exit in Indiana, I think it's exit 176
Yeah.
or so. Indianapolis is right around exit 96.
Okay.
So it's 80 miles to Indy.
Well, that's really not that far.
So, yeah, it's really not that far. Do you need anything before you go?
I think I got everything. I refilled my water bottle, which is the most important part, and I think I got everything I need.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem getting to Indianapolis. So, like, very generous offer, but yeah, I'll just keep her going.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to cross over and
Just right down that on-ramp,
ramp.
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, so you're
Perfect.
gonna meet. The next person's probably only gonna go like 5-10 miles into Indiana.
Actually, they'll probably go to Batesville or Greensburg.
Right.
Yeah,
so
you think so?
15-20 miles. So
Yeah.
that's how
Okay.
most people in this area go from here, maybe 15-20 miles that way, and that's about
Oh, okay.
If you're wanting to pick up a ride to Indy,
Yeah.
your best bets. So right now we're in Harrison.
Yep.
So Harrison's a decent bet.
Mhm.
The fourth exit in Indiana is Batesville. So first one is Brookville, then St. Leon, then Sunman, then Batesville. So
Okay.
Batesville's a good guess.
Yeah.
A good bet. I'm not sure what exit it is after that one, but Greensburg is a few exits beyond that. Greensburg's also a good place to get a ride because they have traffic going both east and west.
Yeah.
Probably 15 miles either side of Greensburg isn't going to have as much traffic.
Okay.
So those are probably your best bets before you get to Indy.
Okay. Sometimes you don't get a choice. You just got to go where the ride goes.
This is
But
very
yeah,
true.
but it is useful information if people like, would you like to drop off here or the next on ramp?
Right.
Maybe the next on ramp is a really sleepy one, so you'd rather
Right.
be at the
Right,
one prior.
exactly.
So that actually really is useful info. So thank you for that. Would you mind getting a quick just picture in the car together,
Sure,
just to show the
sure.
different types of people that pick up a hitchhiker?
Sure, that's fine.
All right. Let's see. Boom. Boom. Hey, well, thank you so much for the ride. I do
You're welcome.
appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
What's your name again, sorry?
Desiree.
Desiree.
Paul.
Paul. And I'm Trevor. Thank you so much for the ride. Actually, I'll give you a card in case you want to check out what I,
Oh, cool.
what I make.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oops, don't need to. This is my card.
Perfect.
So it's twitch.tv/H_live. It's,
Okay.
That second dot should be a / Staples. Staples
course.
man. Come
Okay.
on. But again, thank you for the ride. I hope you have a great visit with your parents.
Thanks.
And I really do appreciate
problem.
you going out of your way to help me.
Awesome.
Let's take a minute to get my bag out.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
Alright, let's get all my stuff back together. My backup phone's about to die, so I'll have to plug that into an extra battery, which will involve me. Hold up. What are you doing there? Are you hitchhiking? Is that a hitchhiker? No way. That totally is a hitchhiker. No way. Wow. We found one, boys. We found one. Huh. Hitchhiker extraordinaire. Alright, well, I guess I'll take a break. They get ramp priority. He's standing near the top of the on-ramp. There's the no pedestrian sign. And if you're there first, you get first dibs. Now, unfortunately, if that person isn't hitchhiking well, that might take a while. Go talk to them. I don't really, well, you're gonna ruin their spot while you're talking to them. No one's gonna pick you up while you're standing there. Essentially, no one's gonna get picked up while we're talking. Service here. Sure, right? Not gonna happen. If I'm hitchhiking solo, a hitchhiker comes up and they ask to hitchhike with me, you know my answer's gonna be no. I hitchhike solo. The proper protocol. There's multiple hitchhikers. The person who is there first gets priority. If it is possible to line up, then you got to give them a decent chunk of space before you line up and then hitchhike. You can't stand right behind them because you're gonna steal their ride. If I go back in a little bit, once I've taken a water break and stuff, and he's still there, I'll go say hi, wish him good luck, and then continue on. Just sit in the shade here or something. Sun's pretty high, so there's not that much shade right now, but we'll make do. No, it's first come, first serve hitchhiking. If you're gear list, I have a partial one linked down below. If you're on mobile, it might not work that well. It should work on desktop. What had happened the previous ride? He was going to call his cousins to see if they were free in Indianapolis. And then he was going to drive 90 minutes of his way, go see his cousins, and then drive back here for dinner. And I'm like, that's going way out of your way. Might be in the way. Gonna have to for tomorrow, day 100. Yeah, I'm excited. It's a pretty big landmark day for the trip. I struggle with asking favorites because I don't pick favorites very well. For me, it's going to depend on my mood, how I'm feeling, and everything. Maybe I'll get a cold drink and a Snickers or something like that since I'm here. And that's very loud, so. And I gotta charge my backup phone. It's dead, or almost dead. I guess if I have to, I could ask people at gas stations. Sometimes they don't like it, but. That's what's below me. Post up at the edge of the line. Where am I gonna come when I hitchhike through Minnesota? I don't know yet. Hi. I'm from Canada, hitchhiking around all 50 states. It's been to 37, and I live stream the process of it.
Good for you. Be safe, man.
Thank you, thank you. Can you hitchhike Japan? Or did you do it already? I already did it already. It's very doable. Let's grab something. I'd like it if there's a place to sit down with air conditioning, but I don't think there's a place to sit. Hey, there's another Bob Evans though. She gave me a little fist bump. Smells like disinfectant in here.
Thank you, honey. Have a good day. You too. How you doing?
Come the previous ride? Oh, they let me out. I still want to try the new Snickers. I have yet to see a place that carries them. Look at the drinks too. Original Snickers beats it? Probably. I still want to try the new ones though. I've got pretty decent. No, I don't need a drink. Let's get the Snickers.
How you doing?
Well, yourself?
I'm okay. Anything else for you?
Just the Snickers.
$1.89.
The card if I could.
It's right there.
Does this do the tap thing?
I think so, maybe. Did it work? I know it works with the phones and stuff, yeah.
Beauty.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Is there a place I can sit inside briefly, or is it kind of just standing?
It's just
Okay, all right. All right. Minimum purchase amount not matter on those tap things? What do you mean minimum purchase amount? Tap is the most convenient way to pay. You don't have to freaking chip and pin or swipe and sign or anything like that. Everywhere in Canada has it. Trying to carry any cash? I carry a tiny bit of cash in case there's someone or something that needs cash for payment. But I try not to carry very much cash. I think that tap here, it's actually very convenient. And once you have it, it sucks going back. For yourself. How does tap work? You've got a limit after you use that much on your tap. You have to enter your PIN. It's just a little thing on your card, like the NFC on your phone. when you tap it on the, like where you would tap your phone as well, and it automatically pays it. How often encounters with law enforcement? I probably had like 6, 8 encounters or something like that on this trip in 99 days. I think you just stop using that stock cards because hackers will scanners steal your credit card information. Except cards are starting to have them in the United States. So they actually are rolling it out. One thing with credit cards is it's zero liability. Maybe like 30 viewers 90 days ago. Yeah, things have changed. How much language study preparation do you do before a foreign trip? 0. You know, 100 bits 3 months ago for you to buy Twix. With my knowledge, you never did. I like my 100 bits back. 8-bit. You know that you cannot donate money to a streamer and expect them to do what you tell them to do. I think Twix is an inferior candy bar, so I'm not going to buy one because it's inferior. We didn't even have 30 viewers on day 9. Day 9 we were probably in Oregon and we probably had 10 average concurrent viewers. I'm not running ads. Manually, at least. You'll get ads when you join the channel. What would be the plan if you lost your card? Well, I've got another card. Have I lost that card? I've got another card. Have I lost all those cards? Well, if I lost one card, I'd call my credit card customer service and they'd probably send me a new one. Lazy Humor, thanks for the 100 bits. Go buy yourself a Twix, damn it. They're inferior. Why would I buy an inferior product? Should run ads on toilet breaks? Maybe. I might. That would be the only time where I could see myself ever considering running an ad. There's like one of those a day though. Maybe 2. How would they get it to you though? Send it as a general delivery to USPS post office? Bloobzor, thanks for that $2 donation. Enjoy the Snickers. Now that's more like it. That is more like it. We can be friends. Thank you very much for the $2 donation. You say you want to get some travelers checked? And Lazy Humor, thanks for the 100 bits. Okay, go buy yourself another Snickers. I can only eat so many Snickers, but I can get the next Snickers in your honor. How old are you? 24. Did we get a ride? Yeah, we got one ride. Is it hot? It's hot. It's not horrible though. And the time change stuff is not annoying, especially in the US. Like right now we're dealing with like, it's only a 3-hour difference from coast to coast, but you don't do that in once. You do like 1 hour, the next hour, the next hour.
When you charge batteries, I've got about 3 days of batteries, and then I have to recharge fully overnight. When you wash your clothes, infrequently, when I get an opportunity. Deep fried Snickers at State Fairs, babe. What about deep fried Snickers made by Clutch Frog? Eh? Are any of you here for that? Is that still in our spot? Probably. If I had to guess, he's not going to get picked up that quickly. Camp out tonight? Really depends where I end up, what type of situation I'm in. How do you smell? Beautiful. Come here and smell me. Give me a nice little whiff. Fred Zeppelin, you've been my main form of entertainment for 3 months. Thank you, sir. No, thank you for watching, Fred Zeppelin. How often are you able to catch a shower? At least within every 3 days. Because I need to overnight recharge my batteries every third day. Or after 3 days of travel. Which involves me like pretty much sleeping somewhere inside overnight. Whether that's a viewer's place, or that's someone who's picking me up hitchhiker's place, or that's a motel or hotel. I have to sleep inside and recharge my batteries. My last shower was yesterday morning. I don't wear cologne, I'll just wear antiperspirant. Time is right, you can hit the Minnesota State Fair August 23rd. It's mid-July, that's in a month. I'll probably have finished all of the continental US states by August 23rd. Why are you sitting down? Because I'm taking a break. It's nice to sit down and rest your legs. Ooh, I need to recharge my backup phone. I need to get my cord out. You know what I did and I just realized, and I feel really bad about it? You know that garbage I picked up off the road? Well, I brought it with me, threw it in the back of the car with them, and then forgot I put it in there. So when I left that car, I left the McDonald's garbage that I picked up off the side of the road in their car. And now I feel bad.
Yeah, someone's calling, asking for you. Someone's calling, asking. I think he said it was your brother.
I don't know live stream and they just know where I am. It's not my brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
I can take care of it.
Okay. Yeah. People were saying that last driver was a viewer. Now that's a viewer. Send a quick message. One sec. Alright. It's a plan now. Once I sit here and relax for a minute, probably walk back up, see if that person's still there. If they're still there, I'll say hello, wish them good luck, and then maybe try to find rides at a gas station. Map is broken? Can we confirm? Sometimes some people say it's broken, but it's not. I'm not saying you're wrong. Just sometimes it works for some people, not for other. Okay. Map command is broken URL. Okay. Now the map works. Okay, see, this is the no matter what you do on Twitch, there's never 100% like agreement. Why not opposite on? Because there's one on-ramp going north. So if I went on the opposite on-ramp, or not north, there's only one on-ramp going west. If I went on the opposite on-ramp, I'd be going east. Favorite restaurant in the USA? I wouldn't be able to pick one. Again, like, I suck at picking favorites because, like, what I feel like eating in that particular moment in time really varies on what type of mood I am, what the weather is, just everything. Shoes have been worn out. This is my third pair of hitchhiking boots. But yes, for those of you that haven't been here, I use smart water bottles because I like the bottle. I don't care about the water. It really doesn't matter to me. It's water as far as I'm concerned. I just use them for the container. Think they have dumb water? Probably not, but they should, shouldn't they? The same company should make smart water and dumb water. Third pair in the strip or 900 rides? 900 rides, third pair. Maybe I appreciate the offer. I probably won't take a ride as I try to do everything hitchhiking unless it's within a city. Went right past you in Connecticut? Yeah. Ever consider being a roadie for a band? No. No. You're amazed he won't talk to you hitchhiking for a minute?
I said if I go back there to check on if they're there and they're still there, I'll go and say hi. Guess I'll pretend to be a viewer then. Not sure if you're joking or not, but you know, if I say I don't want rides from a viewer, because I want the random rides. It's an expectation that you do that. I think I'm gonna have easy hitchhiking from here on out. I like that optimism, that positivity. Probably walk up there in a minute, see what's going on. The other hitchhiker got picked up. That's what I'm about to go find out. I can't see from here. They're up there and then to the right. Do you ever get sick while you travel? Very, very rarely. I've only been sick once and I took a day off and just slept in my tent and kept going. Be able to get South Dakota in one ride? Probably. Things are really spread out there. Afternoon, Crack the Whip. How's it going? You know a few rides have been with the viewers? I am aware of that. I accepted them when I first started having offers because I thought it was cool and I like meeting the community. But this trip's called Hitchhiking America and I don't consider what that is hitchhiking. Like I say, this hitcher's story, but whatever. Well, I'm going to walk over there. If they're still there, I'm going to briefly talk to them. As I've said a few times. I'm from Ohio, but living in Canada as of now. Miss your state. I do like Ohio. Like, I'm not giving it much opportunity. I'm in the very southwest little section, and that's it. Will we do a Twitch hiking across America and see which is faster? Twitch hiking is going to be faster. If you can organize rides and people will be there at specified times, guaranteed you'll be able to do it faster. Not even a competition. I think I remember chemistry as a Twitch hike. And that one already at that point I was trying to cut down on the whole Twitch hike rides. I got him to give me a ride to the edge of town, and then I got out there and then I got a ride out of town to where he lived and then stayed at his place there. Where in California did you hitchhike? Down Highway 101, down the west coast. And then I didn't really, I was on Highway 1 for a little bit, the west coast of the south, more central kind of part. But I didn't go down 1 the whole way. Just had a Twitch hike yesterday to get from downtown Cincinnati to the outskirts of city. If I didn't do that, I'd just pay for transportation anyway because I'm not going to walk miles and miles and miles and miles to get to the edge of the town. Want to have cash and give you $100 cash, and plenty of people say they're like, can I give you a ride? And I'm like, no, but you can come by and say hi. Same thing goes to you. If you want to come by and say hi, then you can come by and say hi. Go to Indiana, then Michigan. That's the plan. Take a Twitch hike to Hawaii if a viewer was a pilot that was already going. Yes, I would. Into Indiana, so what part? Probably Indianapolis, then north. Right near you, home from work early. Well, honestly, I can't wait, and no matter what I'm doing, I'm not gonna just wait for people. I'm just gonna do what my stream is, and if you catch me, then that's great, and you come say hi and whatever. But I'm not just gonna sit around. Was Josh Nathalie just straight up a random ride? Yes, he was. And then I introduced him to Twitch, and now he streams like 2 days. Like that wasn't that night or the next day he started streaming. And that was the next day, I think. Hitchhike, maybe I'll see you. Gotta stop there anyway. All right, sounds good. A random person walked up and asked me to ride and they weren't a viewer? Yeah, and I've had rides like that quite often. They see you with your big backpack and cardboard and stuff like that. They're like, you hitchhiking? I'm like, yeah. They're like, where you head to? This way? So am I. Do you want to ride? Yes. All right, let's go. 69 North Indiana, you go through your neck of the woods. Potentially. We'll see what makes sense. Once you get to a big city, you take public transit. Yes. I will do that. Like major cities, like rather than walking 10-15 miles, I will take public transportation to get to the edge of the city or just to get around the city, unless I feel like walking. Actually, for the start of the trip, I did not pay for public transportation until I got to LA. So Washington, Oregon, California, I didn't pay a single cent for transportation until I got to LA, I think it was. Change your cell phone? Yeah, I upgraded to OnePlus 6 from an LG G4. Yeah, you're gonna have to do something about that. Hey, look, Oregon, I loved it. I love the Pacific Northwest. It all reminds me of home. I'm from British Columbia. About why I went through your phone? Yeah. With that said, like this one showed a little ring around the lens on my LG G4, but this is the exact same one, and it doesn't seem to do it on this phone. It still distorts the edge of my screen a little bit, but there's no black ring or anything like that. Gigabytes do you stream a day? If I'm streaming 720, or it matters on my bit rate. So at 1500, I'm probably doing about a gigabyte at an angle. Stop by Portland? No, I stayed down Highway 101 down the west coast, right on the water. Lazy Humor, thanks for the 100 bits. Go take a plane. There's an airport behind you. Is there? If there's an airport behind me, is this even charging? Oh, this battery sucks. Yep, north in Ohio? No, I'll be heading into Indiana, then north through Indiana. I'm at 1500 bit rate. I don't know if I'll have a stream currency, I'm not sure. No, this battery does this for several things. I've tried to charge my jetpack with it, and it will just stop charging at some point with a different cable, because like this is an iPhone, it uses the lightning cable or whatever it is, and it's a micro USB for the jetpack. Can't wait for the Instate 69 sign. Yeah, I think I'll make one of those. That'll be fun. You've not seen the good parts of America, just highways? I think I have seen some very good parts of America. I went down Highway 101 down the west coast. I went down up the coastal highways on the east coast rather than 95 inland. I feel like those are some pretty nice parts of America. The thing is, when you get into more rural areas, the cellular companies have invested into the network infrastructure around the interstate highways, but not around the rural state highways. So if you want the stream to exist, unfortunately in these areas, you're going to have to deal with highways. How much weed did you see smell in the 101? I didn't see that much. The topic of conversation came up fairly frequently. It was kind of in the area. I don't smoke. It's not my thing. It doesn't agree with me. Don't have anything against anyone that does, but I don't. Carolina coast is so cool, and yes, and the Outer Banks of North Carolina. All right, let's go walk over, see what our other hitchhiker's up to. Actually, someone said there's an airport here. .4 miles to the airport. Let's see. I see it. Day of the week is it? Wednesday, midday. I feel like a lot of flying stuff have already slowed down here. People have probably done mornings up to noonish and then cut it off. Could be wrong though. Do you take edibles? No. McDonald's and Kmart really close to you. Why would I go there? I got Snickers. I got water. That isn't a large airport. That's the point. You can't really hitchhike at very large airports. Well, I guess I shouldn't say you can't. I'm sure there's a way to. I'm sure maybe someone's done it before. But it's easier to hitchhike at small airports on private planes. Need to play Back Home Again in Indiana when you cross the line. I don't know that song off the top of my head. Ever hitch boated? Yes. Across a lake in Ireland. Get to South Bend by this weekend. Some chance hook you up with a beer and a restaurant. Oh, thank you. Okay. I got some random garbage here. Just chuck this out. Saying I've been everywhere. I want to make one for myself because I've been a few places now. What do we do with those at the end of your journey? Well, go back to Canada. I might stream a few things here and there in Canada. But I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. And then I might go to Europe and hitchhike in Europe. Okay. I have a feeling that there's going to be really low traffic at that airport right now, mid to late afternoon. Are you partnered with Twitch? Yes. Let's go check on the condition of our hitchhiking spot. Someone new like New Zealand. I'm guessing data between cities isn't the best there. I'd like to. Nice thing about Europe is there's a lot of places to go. There are a bunch of different countries in a small area. Where New Zealand is an island. Backpack in good shape? Yeah, it's got some wear and tear, but it's okay. Yeah, you're still charging. That's good. Okay, that's good. Hitch war incoming. Some hitchhiking in Canada. Canada's difficult. Data is very expensive and it's close to impossible to get an unlimited plan. And the connection just isn't that good there anyway.
We follow you on the interwebs.
I'll give you a business card.
Yeah. Where are you going next?
Indiana. Goal is to go through all 50. Got another 13 to go. That's where you can find me. It's actually twitch.tv/hitch_live. Or Staples did a little typo
So
there.
that one.
Yes, that
Goes
one.
from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, to the right. Like if you go from
And then hitch_live.
correct, yeah.
All right, I'm going to tell my girls inside today.
Sounds good. All right, have a good one.
Careful.
Yeah, I will.
That's me. I'm new here. Or last
She sound fun? She does sound fun and very friendly. Interwebs. That's where we're streaming on, right? Someone yesterday asked if I had internet, but I got confused because isn't it actually called the interwebs, not the internet? $82 miles to Indianapolis. Pursue a minimalist lifestyle in Canada? Yeah, pretty much. I live a pretty minimal life. I prefer to spend money on experiences rather than physical things. I don't need much. Yeah, they're still there. I'll go say hi, ask them where they're going, ask them where they're coming from, wish them good luck. Still there, yikes. With that said, it takes me a while to get picked up. I'll say hi to them, Still comfortable there with the camera. I guess if they're here, I might as well just go to the airport because they're probably going to be here a while. Because just got to say they're not presenting themselves in the best way. How's it going, man? Whereabouts are you headed to? Hey, you were here first. You can hitchhike here. I was just gonna say hi. Okay. Okay. I came up and then he walked away again. It's gonna be difficult with this guy here. He hasn't said a word. I don't take a spot. Like, he was here first. I want to give him the opportunity, and he just... Okay. I'm gonna let him have the spot. Good luck. And now he's walking back down there. He hasn't said a single word. Alright, I guess we're going to the airport. It's gonna take him a while to get picked up. No matter where you are, no matter what you look like, eventually we'll get picked up. But he's not presenting himself that well. And I'm kind of stuck here till he does that. Unless I get a ride on an airplane. So hitchhiking bad rip. Yeah, like you pull over for him, he walks in to your car, doesn't say a single word, and just sits down. He's homeless, but he has nothing. He has a radio and no water. Get ramp along? The thing is, I walked over to him and said hello to him, and then he just walked past me and then walked further away from the on-ramp and continued thumbing there. And then I walked back, and then he avoided me and walked back onto the ramp. I think you're trolling. I literally have everything a normal hitchhiker has. A backpack with cardboard. Should have offered him a drink or something. But he probably wouldn't have taken the drink. Kinda wanna get him a water. Well, anyway, how far is that airport? This is gonna be a hot walk, but there's a breeze today, so. That sucks. This is the first time on the trip I've been, I've lost my on-ramp. "30-minute walk." Is there a secondary road? Just the 74. right here, there's no real secondary road. Next off ramp, I could take the 52, but hitch for him. Man, he's got to hitch his own ride. Check out the airport. He's not getting a ride. Give it enough time, he'll get a ride. It just might take a lot of time. Catch a plane, do you keep signal? I keep a signal if we stay near cell towers. The ceiling height of the airplanes I usually hitchhike on are pretty low, and the cell towers will still reach them. But you still have to, there still has to be cell towers around. Like I hitched a flight from Bakersfield, California to LA to Van Nuys Airport, and it pretty much worked the whole way along there because that flight was kind of along an interstate highway. Looks like you were hurt. Are you okay? No, I'm fine. I just thought it was interesting how he was avoiding me without actually like saying anything. He just kind of just like skirted away. Well, now we walk 30 minutes. Across New Haven. Which one's New Haven? Alright, let's just go this way. Force hitching, shoved me away. That's not really my style. I don't know how long you've been watching. It's not really my style. But playing video games I used to in grade school, and then when I went off to college I never plugged in my Xbox again. But I still liked watching people play video games. I always have watched like people play video games. It's relaxing to me. So I've watched since then, on and off. I just wanted to relax in the evening. I never even had an account. I would just like, cause like I'd never chat. I was the ultimate lurker. Saw the rise of IRL. I'd been hitchhiking for a few years at that point. Decided to show people what hitchhiking is like through that format. I thought it'd be an interesting format. Live, unedited. You guys get to see what hitchhiking is like. Any specific streamers? I don't even really remember. I'd just pick a random game and pick a random streamer, and just found one that fit my mood at that particular moment in time. Used to be the ultimate lurker, Kemchi.
just wanted to use him for your own entertainment? What, the hitchhiker? I was just gonna leave him alone, and all you guys were like, talk to the hitchhiker content. How can you not talk to him? All I was gonna do there is ask him where he's from, where he's going, and wish him good luck. But he wouldn't talk to me. Chat sounds like old lady. Yeah, there you go. Blame us? I was gonna leave him alone. You guys threw a hissy fit. You actually enjoy hiking? Yes, I do. I do it because I enjoy it. If I stop enjoying it, I'll stop doing it. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Tangled myself. Ah. Dominoes, thanks for the 100 bits. Cloud Jam. Hiker gone? No, he was there. I tried to say hi. He was having none of it. No interest in saying hi. Made me sad. He was threatened by a 6'8", 280-pound frame. Yeah, I'm pretty intimidating stature. It's surprising I get picked up so quickly. Have I hitchhiked on a motorcycle? No. I've had one motorcycle pull over, try to figure out if they could give me a ride, but we couldn't figure out the backpack. Did he make eye contact with you at all? Nope. Yeah, actively avoiding it. He's proof of crazy hitchhiker. You can run into crazy people everywhere. You run into a crazy person at Walmart. Proof of crazy people at Walmart. Alright, let's just see where I'm turning here. Checker that walked away from me must have forgot his lines. Turn right here, and left down there. Okay. Is the library right by me? Yeah. There'll be AC at the airport, most likely. At the office or the pilot's lounge. Camping last night, it was good. It was the first night that really felt like it cooled down at night, enough where it was like comfortable to be outside, like fully comfortable. I think I got down to the 50s, so that was really nice. If it's like that kind of temperature, you can always make yourself feel comfortable. So like, if you're using your sleeping bag, you feel a little bit too warm, you just ventilate a little bit, and then you feel cool. Okay, excuse me.
like, there's a plant here. It makes it hard to access the button. I understand you want to beautify the area, but kind of just blocks everything. Hitchhiking on Plain Boys, we'll see what kind of traffic it has right now. I have a feeling at this time of day on a weekday it's going to be pretty slow, but my on-ramp's blocked anyway, so might as well do something. Might as well do something. Get a ride? Yeah, we got one ride today, and then we got a Turf Wars, hitchhiker Turf Wars. Guy was there first, so I'm giving him the ramp until he gets a ride. Now me looking at the situation objectively, it's gonna take him, statistically it's likely that he's gonna have to wait a decent amount of time for him to get a ride. Let's put it like that. That's faster than that. Yeah, it changed from walk to stop pretty quick. Surprised me. Now, I want to be walking on this road facing traffic, but the shoulder on the facing traffic side's significantly narrower. I'll have to make a decision. Clip of other hitchhiker? I'm sure someone clipped it. Yeah, I'll walk on the other side. It's just safer to walk facing oncoming traffic. Do you have to take your backpack to a weigh scale before you enter the highway? Sorry, overweight. It's gonna damage the highway. That cornfield? I don't know my plants. Can anyone confirm what type of agriculture we got here? You own a plane? Can I fly you? Where are you based out of? Is it not soybeans? I don't know. Soybean? Corn would be much higher. Well, for corn to get high, it doesn't have to grow past that point. But I agree, it doesn't look like corn when I think of corn. It's soy? Okay. Corn should be knee high by 4th of July. Well, it looks like it's about knee height. It's past the 4th of July though, but went through Cincinnati yet? Yeah, we're outside of Cincinnati now. Near-ish the Indiana border. Oh, I bet there's some good camping out there. Oh yeah, for sure. No problem. Need to oil those shoes some more? Are you saying because they're squeaky or because they're getting dried and cracked? Ah, that's corn. Yes, that's a little bit taller. It's just a little bit. Corn for scale. bit higher. Corn, 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 corn. $36.7. No, the corn's 6.7. Interesting. I'm 6'10". The corn is just like 30 feet high. Okay. Corn is looking good. Now I'm imagining like running through that cornfield. It's all like densely planted. Like, man, that would not be fun to walk through or run through. You get covered in ticks? Do ticks like hanging out in cornfields as well? I don't see why they wouldn't. I more haven't heard that before. But with that said, I haven't spent that much time around cornfields, so what do I know? Ooh, a sidewalk. Upgrade. Right on. I'm gonna go up to the road here, then I turn left. It's feed corn. Can you guys just tell from looking at the plant? They're like, yes, it's this kind of type of corn which will be used for this particular purpose. Twitch is experts in everything. And I'm not saying that you don't know that. I just think it's interesting. Almost every profession is represented through the Twitch community, including hitchhiker. Ohio pretty much only has feed corn. Oh, there you know. Some percent of corn is for piggies and moo-moos. Sweet corn's only 6 to 7 feet. Yeah, that was like 12 feet or something like that. Maybe not 12. I don't know. It was high. It was well over my head. Used to cure kidney stones. Eating pie. Corn leaves can cut though. Well, good thing I got the long pants and the long sleeves. Not to say it can't cut me elsewhere, but that does help. At least there's a breeze. Definitely helps with the comfort level. Now, if I got here to the airport, where would I accept a ride to? I'd take one to Northern Ohio, I'd take one to Michigan, I'd take one pretty much anywhere in Indiana, or I'd take one to Illinois. Yes, I would. Then I would hitchhike from Illinois back into Indiana, up into Michigan, take a ferry across to Wisconsin. I would take one to Wisconsin. I think I would. I would take a flight to Wisconsin, take the ferry to Michigan, down through Indiana, and into Illinois. Although then I'd have to backtrack up through Wisconsin again. But I wouldn't like go back direction like Pennsylvania or anything like that. So it's just straight backtracking. Be attempting to hitch a flight? Yeah. I kind of doubt there'll be much traffic right now. It's just not the time of day or day of the week where it's gonna be too busy. But unfortunately my hitchhiking spot, there's one hitchhiking spot out of town on the interstate, and that's really the only road that leaves here. And it's occupied by someone that's gonna take a very long time to catch a ride. See hitching in Alaska and Hawaii. I love those states. Yeah, I'm excited for those as well. Also, one of those is going to be state number 50 out of 50, which is very exciting as well. Did I sense salty? I don't really feel that salty. I think it's just unfortunate because like that's the one way out of here, except for an airport. Skip Nebraska. I've already been through Nebraska. Take a stick and chase him off. The thing is, I don't even need a stick. I walked up to the ramp, said, "Hey, how's it going?" And then he like walked past me off the ramp away from me and continued hitchhiking like further up the on-ramp towards the road. And I sat there for a bit being like, what? And I'm like, okay, well, he was here first, so I'm gonna give him the ramp, even though he's being all I don't know, antisocial. So I leave, I'm like, good luck, man, and he like kind of skirts around me and goes back to where he was before. And then I left. By the time you're at the port, you're halfway to the next exit. No, I'm going away from the interstate. I'm not going towards the next exit or the previous exit, I don't think. Pretty much walking straight away from it. Well, not straight away, but let me see. Oh no, you're right. There's one previous to that. Okay, well, there's nothing at the airport, and then I'll walk to the previous exit and hitchhike west from there. Sorry, I told you were wrong, but you were totally right. Halfway might stress, but it's the right direction. It definitely is in the right direction. Yeah, that'll be my backup. If there's no traffic here at the airport, I'll just walk to the previous on-ramp and hope someone's not saying I'm just going to the next on-ramp. Any plans to do a Tom Cruise flyby? So I go straight. The pattern is full. No, I would love to get picked up by a jet. Can we, like, would they fly in Top Gun? Anyways, chat, you can always be my wingman. Seb Drub, thanks for the $2. Thanks for the great entertainment, kind regards, wish you all the best. Hey, thank you very much for the kind words and the $2 donation, Seb Drub. I do appreciate that. F-14, is that a Tomcat? Do many states if you're lucky to get a ride to the state you need? Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. I was just kind of speculating in my mind. If they're going here, would I take the ride? So I said Ohio, anywhere, well, not like Northern Ohio, Indiana, anywhere like that, yes. Michigan, yes. Illinois, yes. Wisconsin, I'd say yes. Minnesota? I don't know, man. Found anything cool on the trip so far? I don't know if we found anything. Some camping out in there too. It's not the boots, it's my backpack that's squeaking. We have water to stay hydrated? Yeah, I got 2 liters. Is this the airport? We're in Ohio, just west of Cincinnati. Steven, you help me out? Appreciate it. What's this? Cincinnati State something. Okay, you guys are not supposed to tell people where I'm at. Let's see what we got for. I haven't heard any kind of aircraft operations, like airports up here, since I've been in this area, which is a bad sign. Let's see what we got for airport operations. To hitchhike from the smallest airport, it'll be hitchhiking, and it's easier to hitchhike from small airports than large airports. This one might be a little bit too small, or just slow traffic for a day like today. Aggro for crop dusting. It's possible. You ever hitchhiked an RV? Yeah, one in Germany, but just one in 900 rides. Looks pretty slow. I'm guessing this is the operations. Hello.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good. What can we do for you?
Just a quick inquiry for you.
Okay.
So I'm a documentarian from Canada,
Okay.
showcasing the process and experience of hitchhiking around the United States of America.
Awesome.
So I've been to 37 states so far, hitchhiked on 5 airplanes as well. Through this time, just whenever I get dropped off near a small municipal airport, and I just see kind of what's going on, if there's anyone flying anywhere. Is there much operations going on today? I think it's probably pretty slow.
It is.
Yeah,
We have flight training.
flight training. Okay, right. Okay. So there's no like transient kind of
No.
traffic here?
Not
Okay.
nothing today. On occasion it happens.
On occasion. Okay, but nothing today. Cool.
And most of the flights that start here end here?
Yeah.
It's kind of up and then back down. Yeah. okay.
Because this is primarily a training school. So
Okay.
some people will take a cross country somewhere.
Yeah, and you'll stop for a fuel
And they'll
thing.
stop, they'll go somewhere and then come back.
Okay.
So that might get somewhere, but we're all doing
Not on a
local
day
stuff
like today.
today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there like a bottle of water I can buy off you guys?
Sure.
Yep. Well, tell you what, Hannah,
Or
you wanna-
well, I can just
I'm
top
gonna
off with tap water.
Give it to me and I'll give it to your mom. So,
It's on me.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Your,
this here real quick,
travels
and
are
then
Thank you.
We'll debrief just a bit.
I'm gonna sit down for just like 2 minutes inside,
go ahead.
and then I'll head out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sure.
So, just like, Mike, have you seen Will? Is Will Valentine?
Will is over in the Major Center.
Which Will?
Which Will are you talking about?
My student Will.
Oh, your
Valentine?
student.
Yeah, I have
No, I have not seen him yet.
That's okay. He tends to be 330-ish. He's got his GE in.
Yeah, so he's in good shape.
All right, cool.
Alright. That's kind of what I figured. In an area like this, with traffic like this, there won't be too much traffic on a day like this. Water. Unless you got to talk to actual people, unlike the last one. Yeah, the last one, there's just no one there. So yeah, I'm going to walk to the previous on-ramp just so I don't have to interact with the our antisocial hitchhiker. Thomas Young, GDP. Just want to say safe, be careful, and safe. Very awesome stream you do. Really enjoyed chatting. Well, thanks for the kind words. Okay. Let's see how far it is to that other on-ramp. So it was 1.4 miles here. I'm guessing it's another 2 there or so. At a library? No, an airport. smelled. Hi. Hi. Oh. I haven't asked permission to pet their dogs, so I'm gonna not. You shouldn't just pet random people's dogs. Thanks for the lick, though. I might ask for permission. Oh no, it's 1.4 miles. Whoever said it's like when you walk there, you're halfway to the previous on-ramp, they were exactly right. It was 1.4 here, it's 1.4 to the on-ramp. Not only were you kind of right, you were exactly right. So I don't know who said you were halfway to the previous one, but you were very right. Cold water feels good. Watching Young Earth. Got your back, buddy. All right.
I will put this out and see if we get a response. It may take a couple days, but okay.
Some people think it's disrespectful if you don't pet their dogs. I have not run into that. I think it's respectful to ask permission to pet the dog before you pet the dog. Yeah, you don't know the mannerisms of a dog. Some are leery around new people. They're still curious. They'll come up, but if you stick your hand out, they get scared and they could bite you. So it's best to ask permission. To change your clothes, I've got 2 shirts and 1 pair of pants. And do you smell? Come here and smell. Give it a little whiff. Let's go. Last time I showered was yesterday morning. There's not another airport in walking distance, and they're not going to be busy today. We're just going to go traditional. The reason we came here was because that on-ramp was taken. keep your water cold? You don't. You're going to have to deal with not having every luxury in life. With that said, I do afford some luxuries. In fact, I afford quite a few. On this trip especially. But it's not always going to be perfect. Well, thank you for the water. I do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Does this count as cans only, or is this
Cans
garbage?
only, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I take them home and recycle them at home.
It's very environmentally responsible of you.
I try.
All right, I got one little garbage to throw. All right, have a great day. Yeah. I'll need it. That's a pole. But those boxers are nice and clean. I got 4 boxers. 4 pairs of boxers. 7 pairs of socks. 1 pair of pants. 2 shirts. Chat closed. Okay, I gotta restart the stream really quick. The chat closed on here, and it will never come back up until I just restart the stream. So I'm gonna be gone for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.